How's it going, guys? What's up? Welcome back to another video. I'm currently standing on my rooftop, which I'll just give you a quick peek, but I mean that's not what the video is about, but here you go. This is all military base down here, and then you have here. And then I can show you a little bit. I'm sure people are interested. That's military base, and that's residential buildings. And then yeah, this is the rooftop. Anyway, that's not what this video is about, so today, I want to talk about, can you be an au pair in China with zero Chinese, like you know nothing? And yeah, that's the video for today. And I want to know, by the way, just before we start, are people interested in this? Because like, is this interesting? Because I'm sure for some it's like, this helps them if they want to be an au pair and they're interested in the questions and they like are nervous. So then it's helpful, but to some this is like me talking, it's boring. So please let me know if you like this video or you dislike it, like what I should do in the future, okay? Anyway, thanks. But yeah, I want to do a video on, like, do you need to know any Chinese before becoming an au pair in China? Is it okay to come with zero Chinese? Because I'm sure there are some that go to like France to be an au pair and they know a little bit of French, or they go to Spain, they know a little bit of Spanish, and Chinese isn't as widely taught, at least to my knowledge. And some people might be like nervous, like I don't know anything, how will I survive? Is that possible? So I want to go through that, and then because of that I will also talk about like how much like English do Chinese people in general know, how much will your host parents know, how much will the kids know. And yeah, so the short answer, in case you just want to turn the video off now, is no, you do not need to speak any Mandarin or Cantonese or whatever before you come to China. That's not necessary. And then yeah, long answer is no, I don't think that, like, I came to China not knowing any, like, I honestly should have been better. Like I think knowing a few phrases, like even if you're not coming as an au pair, just coming on like vacation, I think knowing like a few phrases is good. You know how to say, like, you know, thank you, sorry. You know, you should probably know what rice is. I remember I went in 2016 to China and we couldn't order rice. And I got some dish and there was no rice and we couldn't order it and they didn't understand. So yeah, like knowing basic stuff, great idea, but you really don't need to. What I would recommend though is that you get a translation app on your phone. I can like recommend one. I'll put the link in the thing, in the description. But yeah, I recommend getting a translation app, and then you're basically set, because everyone, you can just show them and then they'll like help. And yeah, okay, so I think we'll start with host family. So will your host family speak English? Probably not. Like, my last host family spoke pretty much no English. The mum could say, like, go read, maybe, or lunch. Like, she could say very, very basic stuff. And my host family now is the same. The mum can say, like, you play, or take care of the kids, or give him water, or don't, like, very basic stuff, or like, yeah, stuff like that. And the dad can say almost nothing. He kind of learns some words and then he'll say like yes and no, and he actually tries to teach a kid English too, but yeah, he knows very little. So, how do we communicate then? Like, that sounds kind of bad, right? No, it's all good, honestly. Yeah, like I said, you do not need to know any Chinese, but what we do is basically we have each other added on WeChat, which if you don't know is the Chinese like social media that literally every person in China has, I think. And yeah, I add them there, and then when I want to talk to them, I send them a message, and there is built-in translation. So they can translate my messages, I can translate theirs. And then other times, they just have a translation app on their phone, and they'll use the voice feature. They'll say blah blah blah, Chinese, 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 and then it'll spit out English, and I also will use my translation thing. But yeah, WeChat or that, and that works very well, because in daily, like, you don't need to talk that much. It's mostly just like, you know, go eat lunch, play with him, play with your kid, don't let your kid do that, like, don't let him, like, it's very basic stuff that, like, either they can say in English or the WeChat message is okay. And then sometimes you'll get like a bad translation, and then you just have to be like, sorry, question mark, I don't understand. And then, yeah. But honestly, it's okay. The only bad part about it is that it's kind of hard to build like a relationship. Like I would assume that if you're au pairing in America or I don't know, some place where you do know the language, then you can more joke around and like have more fun and build a better relationship. Whereas here I can't really. Like I can ask them some questions like on the translation, like, oh, how was your trip to this place? Or like, what do you like to do? Like, you know, but it's not the same. So relationship wise maybe a bit worse, but it's not a problem in daily life at all that the host parents don't speak any English and you don't speak Chinese. Alright, so now there's the second part. How much will your host kids speak? Will they know any English? Which that I can't really say. Also it differs from family to family how much the parents speak. It's just in my experience, I've been in 2 families and I have a lot of friends as well, and I think generally speaking it's the same. The parents know almost nothing, but they will know very basic stuff because maybe they've had au pairs before, or they just know very basic English. And occasionally you'll get the like dad that's a businessman, so he has pretty good English, but then you might not see him ever because he's always like traveling and working. So yeah. But yeah, with the kids it also differs. Like my last family, I had 2 11-year-olds that spoke like completely fluent English. They didn't need me. I was more of a like babysitter. I just played with them than I was teaching English. And then the family I'm in now, I have a 4-year-old who, I think when I started he didn't know that much, but I think he's learnt very rapidly maybe just from talking to him. Like I can talk with him easily. It's like, what color's the dinosaur? Like, you know, I could have very basic, easy conversation. There's not a problem. And if there's something he wants to tell me, he'll get it done, you know? But yeah, that differs from family to family. You'd have to ask them about the kid's English level. And then if they say he goes to an international school or something, then, you know, that's obviously better. But yeah, I can't say about the kid. And then I just want to add on to that and talk about, like, how is China's English in general? Because I know I'm focusing on English now, but this is, you know, assuming you speak no Chinese. But yeah, the general English is very bad. It's almost non-existent. Like I've tried to explain to my dad that no one speaks English, and like people just don't understand it. But no, it's almost non-existent. No one really speaks English. No one on the street. Like I actually do run into a fair few, which is weird, but like sometimes you hit like a young person up who will know a bit, and most people are very, very friendly, so they will try speak English to you. Like I've asked a lot of people for directions and help and all that, and yeah, either they will do very basic stuff and then you communicate on body language, or like you use a translation app, you just show them that. And that's also what you do with ordering food. Like if you're vegetarian, you would write on translation, no meat. Assume like you would probably, like the most important stuff you'd learn. If you're vegetarian, you probably learn how to say no meat, right? But assuming you know no Chinese, then yeah, translation app, no meat, you're good. So yeah, general population knows no English. So, but it's not, again, it's not a problem. Like, I would say Chinese people are so freaking nice that it really, really doesn't matter. I'm pretty shy. Like, they approach me way more than I approach, like, them. And I get approached a lot. Like, in Denmark, I don't know, you don't really talk to strangers, or at least I don't. But here I have people constantly, like, coming up to me and talking. I had some girl the other day came up to us and wanted to give us food, and we were like, okay. I had a girl when I was sitting at Starbucks with a friend, she comes up to us and starts talking about her, like, social media and shows us a video and then walks off. And then twice this week, actually, my bag is always open. I never zip my bag up. Once I had a girl in English say, your bag is unzipped, and then she zipped it. No, she didn't say it in English, sorry. She just spoke Chinese and I didn't understand. And then she's like, "Urgh," and she zipped up my bag for me, and I was like, oh, thanks. And then this morning on the metro as well, I had a girl come up to me with a translation app and then be like, your bag is unzipped. And then she zipped it up for me. I was like, okay. So yeah. And also I went to the cinema yesterday, and we asked a girl for directions, and she actually knew like a bit of English, and then yeah, she gave us directions. So like the people that do know English, helpful. The people that don't, like, they're still gonna go out of their way to help you. They're all really nice. They'll try to speak broken English, or they'll rely on body language, which work. Like being here for 7 months now, it's impressive how little you need to know. You can easily survive with zero Chinese, to be honest. You just walk around and people are nice and everything works. And then sometimes there'll be miscommunication with your host family, but for the most part it works out just fine, I think. And then obviously, assuming you come here, you will learn Chinese just in daily life. Like, you'll hopefully have Chinese class where you learn, and then you also pick up things. Like if your family's constantly saying like a word, you ask, hey, what does that mean? Okay. And if you have specific words that you need to learn, then you will learn them. Like I know hot and cold because I order hot and cold milk tea. I know vegetable because I order vegetable baozi, and same with meat. I know meat because I order meat baozi. And yeah, you learn the words that are important to learn, basically. So, yeah, zero Chinese, you don't need to study it to come to China and live. You can easily survive without it. Even though no one speaks English, you can easily survive. And yeah, you do learn slowly, and that's enough. Like just now, before I came onto the roof, the nanny asked me if I'd had lunch, and I didn't actually really understand. She said like a whole sentence, and the only thing I got out of it was chifan, which means like food. And I was like, oh, okay, she's asking if I had lunch. All right, no, I didn't. No, I said yes. I was like, yeah, I had lunch. So even if you know no Chinese, like most of the time the nanny asks me something, I just look at her and I go, like, I don't know, I don't speak Chinese. And then she sort of laughs, and then it's like, whatever, you know? But yeah, in some cases you can guess the context. I can do that a lot with my host parents as well. Just when they're talking to each other, I guess the context and then I know what's going on. Or you pick up a few words, which you will, again, that's not zero Chinese, but you will learn when you're here. So I think, have I mentioned everything? Basically they speak no English, but they're super nice. So you won't have a problem not knowing any Chinese, I think. I don't know if there's anything else that I need to mention. I think I've spoken like super fast, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but yeah, if you have any questions about being an au pair in China, please just ask. I'm happy to answer. And yeah, if there's any other videos you want me to make about topics, let me know. And you need to let me know if this video is good or not, because I don't know, it's just me talking about like a topic, but I think it's a topic that maybe many people are interested in or want to know, so therefore it's good. But maybe it's like, oh, it's boring, I just want to watch you walk around China. So yeah, let me know how you feel about it. But all in all, no, you really do not need to know any Chinese to come here. You can easily survive. The people are like the nicest I've ever met. They all like really go out of their way to help you, and the broken like English or like the body language is definitely enough. And that's assuming you know zero Chinese, which yeah, you will pick up on words. So I think I've gone through everything. Host family, the kids, the general Chinese, and yeah, alright. So thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. If not, then I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.